And it's Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia. We're in Washington, D.C. today at the Association of the United States Army Conference, a big trade show, and have a chance to visit with a company we've gotten to know through our friend Admiral Terry McKnight. And today we have the pleasure of talking with Erin Kocourek, who is the Vice President of Advanced Technology and Growth at CAES from the Missile Systems Division. Erin, good to see you. What's it like to be in Washington today at the AUSA show?
It is great. It's wonderful to be here. Thanks for having me. It's crowded, a lot of great people here, a lot of capability here, and really enjoying walking around and seeing all that we do to support the Army and the warfighter.
Very good. Now, tell us a little bit about your company. Admiral McKnight told us about the wide variety of technical services, defense systems that you provide. What are some of the highlight services that you provide the military?
Well, sure. In my role, leading advanced technology, we focus on digital, advanced electronics that go in all things missiles. We are focused right now on Army tactical missiles. A lot of demand for those, a lot of demand for increased capacity, a lot of replenishing our inventory, a lot of support to allied forces, as you can imagine. So think of my division as really anything electronics going in missile systems. So both tactical, short range, long range, everything from antennas to sensors to seekers to the power supply. And we're really focused on low swap, so size, weight, power, performance, low cost, and exportable solutions. My group bases out of San Jose, our factory. We're focused on the miniaturization and getting smaller and smaller packaging, so we have the opportunity for more propulsion, longer ranges. So we're really looking at advancing that technology to fit more radar on smaller surfaces that support many of the weapons that our Tier 1 customers are building for our nation.
Well, absolutely. We follow the Navy, and we know how many the Navy, missiles the Navy deploys, different types. So much going on with hypersonic. Why is the missile technology seeming to be taking another big leap forward right now in the defense industry?
Well, we want further standoff ranges. We want to keep our troops, our men and women, safer. So range is an important factor. Quantity, attritable. I said we wanted to be able to replenish our inventory, deepen our inventory, have those available. It brings me to the nation's manufacturing capability. We're looking to expand on that and help however we can. So helping our Tier 1s with expandability and using our space available, which we have. And I think there's a lot of untapped defense as well as commercial sites to help with that kind of volume that we're seeing across the industry. So I guess industrial manufacturing base is very important to us, and we're playing a role in helping our U.S. government customers as well as our Tier 1 primes be able to produce timely and at scale.
So it seems like there's all kinds of missiles used by the Army, certainly land to fight off drones now is a big factor. How big a factor is just defending against drones in what you're working on?
That is part of the portfolio and what we're looking at from an advanced perspective. We've done a lot of testing with our smaller form factor sensing capabilities to be able to put on unmanned vehicles as well as shorter range kind of effectors to address the drone threat and unmanned threat that is clearly here today. So yes, we've done quite a bit of testing in that regime and looking to embed ourselves, CAES, in those programs of record to be able to address that threat, certainly, as well as shorter range and longer range threats.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get into the defense industry?
Well, that's a journey. So I actually have a degree in journalism and then business, and have spent my entire career working with engineers. Married one, been married to a retired Air Force aviator for 20 years, and have to say that's where I developed my passion for serving, the warfighter and doing everything I can to make a difference. So along the way, I've just really taken to the technology we develop and deliver to our nation and our warfighters. And so it's led me to this job at CAES. I've 15 years I spent with Lockheed, several years with Raytheon, and now I'm really looking at how I make a difference in the electronics world.
Very good, and great to see you here. How is it just being at a conference? You see how many military officers are here from other countries. They said this morning over 90 countries represented today. It shows how global the U.S. defense industry is.
Yeah, and it shows also the importance of allied cooperation. I think no one country and no one company can deter and defeat threats, and that allied cooperation is extremely important in developing the capabilities we need in the time we need them, so at the speed of relevance. And it's refreshing and awesome to see that kind of attendance here and commitment to the global, just what we're facing from a global threat perspective, as well as just, working towards world peace.
Hey, one last question. We spent a lot of time on STEM education, encouraging students to study math, technology, engineering, and why is it important? What kind of education do you need to work in the defense industry at a company like CAES?
Well, I think STEM degrees are certainly important. I think that it takes all kind, and the diversity of thought that we bring to this fight is incredibly important. I mean, I have a communications background, and that's helped me lead people, communicate effectively, develop solutions, and listen to customers' requirements and needs and those of our warfighters. So I would submit, the engineering is incredibly important to develop the capabilities we need as a nation to continue to project that force capability to keep, the U.S. safe and stay ahead of our adversaries. But you need all kinds of disciplines, and anyone that has a passion and a desire to serve and contribute to the greater good, all backgrounds are welcomed. It's that passion and drive to want to serve.
Erin Kocourek, good to see you, Vice President, Advanced Technology and Growth, Missile Systems Division at CAES. Good to see you here.
Thank you, Ken.
Our pleasure. Thank you. This is Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia. We're at the AUSA show in Washington, D.C.